Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. So, the start of this video with very important information. So many queries. So, finally, we are starting the advanced astrology class 10-week long, starting from 14th of June. Enrollment already started. Format is same Saturday, Sunday classes and on the Zoom. WhatsApp number on the screen. Most welcome those who are interested in advanced astrology course. Now further, let's talk about this video. Saturn already transit, but people are waiting for results. How they will get results because is some other nakshatra. But now 27th April 2025, very auspicious day. Saturn is transiting in Uttara Bhadrapada on nakshatra. So how it will be, impactful for all the 12 signs and ascendants. Let's welcome Akash from Calgary, Canada. Namaskar, Ram Ram Akash.
Rohit ji, thank you so much. Everyone, Ram Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman. Now, as you said, right, Rohit ji, Saturn is transiting into Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. This nakshatra is ruled by Saturn only. Now, before we get into the predictions for everyone, we should first understand the essence of this nakshatra and what is supposed to be, cooking here. What is supposed to be the results of just Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra? What is the research that is saying? Now, Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra is the 26th nakshatra in Vedic astrology. After this comes Revati, and the cycle of nakshatra ends, and then again starts from Ashwini Nakshatra. This is the 26th nakshatra in Vedic astrology and is part of zodiac sign Pisces. It spans from 3 degree and 20 minutes. So as soon as Saturn is now entered into the sign of Pisces, 3:20 Purva Falguni Nakshatra is going to end, and that is where starts Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra is going to end, and then Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra will start. 3 degree 20 minutes till 16 degree or 40 minutes of Pisces. Every nakshatra spans 13 degrees and 20 minutes. So this is how this also works, and is symbolized by back of a funeral cot or a twin-faced man. The deity governing this nakshatra is called Ahirbudnya, a serpent god associated with the depth of knowledge, secrets, and transformative energies. And this transformative energy we sometimes call as Kundalini. Okay, this is what it means. Now, Roji, this is the kind of funeral cot that we use back in home country, that is India. The key features of Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, we need to understand it in very basic so that we know that what this nakshatra is all about. The back of the funeral cot. This symbol suggests transitions, endings, and transformation. It is related to the end of one cycle and beginning of another, indicating the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. It represents the concept of moving from darkness to light, from ignorance to knowledge. And we said that it is said that when someone dies, they see light and they go into that light. And that is what exactly this nakshatra is all about. All the darkness will now be behind you, and you will be going towards more light, more knowledge. The twin-faced man. This aspect represents duality and the ability to see things from both sides. It signifies the need for balance between opposites, such as the material and spiritual, known and unknown, conscious and unconscious. This is what the twin-faced man here, that is Ahirbudnya, represents. Now, Rohiji, many people I have seen, and many are going to research Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra is about many people who are counselors, who are, in judges also, like someone who will take a judgment or give a judgment for your crime or for everything, because they are the one, they represent duality. They see things from both the sides. So majority of the people who are born in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra may be associated with law and order also. Ending of someone's misery and beginning of someone's, maybe some punishment. That is also what Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra represents. The ruling deity of this nakshatra is Ahirbudnya, we can say, is a serpent deity who resides in the water, represents hidden wisdom, historic knowledge, and transformative powers of life's mysteries. The deity suggests deep understanding, often related to spiritual truths or mysteries that are hidden beneath the surface. Ahirbud also embodies both destruction and creation, symbolizing the cycle of death and rebirth. And see, now this is all happening in the end of the sign. That is, we are talking about the sign where Pisces, where it is all about ending, ending, ending. When we go into the nature of this nakshatra, the element of this nakshatra is water. The mode is very fixed. So this is a fixed nakshatra. All the results that you get is very fixed, and quality is very sattvic. That means pure harmonious energy. So even if you feel that somehow there is a little bit of what you say delay, but the energy will be very positive in this delay also. There are few everything, every planet, every nakshatra behaves as the trinity. That means Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. They will have some good news, they will have some bad news, they will have some okay news. Here Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra people are often deeply connected with spiritual knowledge and seek to understand life's deeper truths. They may be inclined towards meditation, philosophy, and other introspective practices only. So, secretive work also is done by people who are in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. Another quality of this nakshatra is resilience and strength. This nakshatra fosters emotional strength and the ability to endure hardship. People born under it are capable of overcoming obstacles, often with a quite steady determination. Like they will do all their work very secretly, very easily. Like they will not even make a noise about it. They will just get their work done. And those who are born in this nakshatra may actually relate to this. Balance and duality also. They possess the ability to see both sides of a situation and approach problems with a balanced logical mindset. And that is why I called all the diplomats in the world, all the people who are judges, all the people who have to take some kind of a decision for your life or death are the one who are mostly born in this nakshatra. In fact, this is also a very good nakshatra for doctors who has to take a decision right then on the table that okay, what are the two options here. That's also very important for this nakshatra. The twin face symbol suggests adaptability and the need to handle both light and dark aspects of life. We no one can deny that we have more negative than positives, because this whole life is about desires. I was doing the class Rohitji, and one of the student asked that so we do this remedy, we give cow this, we give that, we do this, and so many remedies. So isn't there one remedy which can make everything positive around us? Very valid question. And why should we do remedy? We should not do remedy. Everything should be okay only. I said the problem with human life is acceptance. We cannot accept that this is wrong. If someone has a cancer or someone gets any critical illness, we cannot accept that, oh, this person, they will say, okay, let's find a way, let's find some ritual, let's find something. Acceptance is the most biggest remedy in the world. And one of the student added, acceptance is very good, but gratitude is bigger. Because gratitude, we never ever thank God that we have two good hands, eyes, everything, we are very good. We are not that in our fortunate state. Mostly many of the people who are in handicappedness, who are in a little bit of extreme problem with the thinking brain, we are all doing very good, but the desires make us feel losers. Every religion, everyone talks is chodo desire, chodo, go towards God, go towards spirituality. Whoever listens. This nakshatra is all about that only, to see both aspect of life. You should see the light within you and don't see the darkness only that is outside you. That's what this nakshatra is telling you. That's what Saturn is going to do for you when it enters into this nakshatra. And sometimes light comes after a lot of darkness, a lot of fear, a lot of pain also, right? We are in a tunnel, it's all dark, we are scared, but you see very light very far away, and when you go outside the tunnel, you say, oh, we are safe. This is how exactly this nakshatra is supposed to be. Challenges as well. This nakshatra is not, see, such beautiful effect I have put, Rohit. See, for here I have put very nice, and here challenges, it becomes red. Tendency towards emotional overload. The depth of emotion and sensitivity in this nakshatra can sometimes lead to emotional overwhelm, as people may take on more than they can emotionally handle. Sometimes you give up that, okay, enough, I cannot do it anymore. This is the kind of like surrender, like saying no. putting a dead end is what this nakshatra is all about. Second problem is difficulty in decision making due to their ability to see both side and the issues. Those born under this nakshatra may also sometimes struggle with making clear decisions, especially when both options seems equally valid. This person came to my house because he was hungry and he wanted to rob a bread. I hit him because he came into my house and he was robbing something. Both the person, that person is hungry, he went to rob something. This person hit him because he came to rob something. So if you see both the parties, hunger is also a problem and danger is also a problem. But Abhi, you cannot make a decision. So difficulty in decision making. And the main problem is isolation. The strong spiritual or introspective tendencies of Uttara Bhadrapada can cause lead to feelings of isolation or detachment from others. People might withdraw from the world to pursue their inner quests, sometimes creating a sense of emotional loneliness. So these people will solving all other people's problem, but themselves be very, very isolated. And on top of that, Saturn is the ruler of this nakshatra. Saturn is now going to be entering into this nakshatra, and Saturn is a cold planet and a planet of isolation. So more isolation can be now experienced by people. For this, we will go into the depth of all the 12 signs and understand that who is going and where and how things are going to be affecting us. Roji, any questions you have regarding this so that I can just either move forward or you can tell me? Your voice is not coming.
Saturn is transiting in different houses for all different ascendants. So
Right.
the result for the Aries, I think, will be the more impactful because of the 12th house, last sign, last house.
No, so basically, whichever house Saturn will go, Saturn will isolate in that area. Saturn will try to give
Oh,
you dual meaning in that area. Saturn will try to put tendency towards more emotional up overload. In fact, in some cases, strength will come, spiritual wisdom will come related to that house, that you know that how to get this task done. So for everyone, there will be a different kind of an impact only. Okay, let's move forward. Before moving forward here, we are starting the 10-week long. The basic astrology course was 8-week long. Now this is 10-week long advanced astrology. Started 14th of June 2025. So all the best. Make the most of it. We can have a lot of fun here, understanding astrology in a more deeper way. The syllabus will be only given to people who are taking, you want to know. So you can put your inquiries on WhatsApp below and your syllabus you will get. Okay. All the best, guys. Now moving to Aries ascendant and Aries rising. Now we'll go step by step. Okay. So we'll go with nature of Saturn in one house, the effect on your personality, and the challenges that can come during this time. So we'll be addressing everything. Okay, so this time it is the 12th house that is linked to losses, hidden matters, very much of expenses, isolation, or spiritual growth. And everything is seen from the 12th house. 12th house is also the house of endings, and especially Pisces sign is also the signs of ending and starting something again or starting something new. But here, Saturn in this sign will bring more reflective and introspective period for Aries people. This transit will encourage letting go of past emotional baggages and find healing through solitude or spiritual practices. Now this is a time to completely surrender yourself and get into spirituality. Those who are going through Saturn Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyancha, Sukshma, Prana, you will see that whenever Saturn is active in your chart, you will get such kind of emotional things that I want to quit everything and just go away, man. It's enough. Like, I cannot take it anymore. That's what the feeling will be. You are fighting with someone for a very long time over some small, silly thing. You will say, now I just want to just, okay, you win. Okay, I see both sides. I know I am right, but you win. I don't have the strength to fight with you. That kind of scenario you will see. While on the other hand, this is also the thing that is related to foreign settlement. So those people who have been, on that boat where foreign settlement is happening, not happening, happening, not happening. Finally, there will be some kind of a maybe a judgment by Saturn. Saturn is a judge. It will be judgment that, okay, you know what, here prospects of foreign travel or prospects of foreign settlement, or no, let's go out of here, it's not happening. So it's mostly a part of surrender. Either say, okay, if it is happening, good. If not, then I am going. This is how your your feeling will be. Personality wise, you will be drawn to a lot of isolation. Sorry for this, but this is how it is going to be working on you, where you may be drawn to meditate, going to meditation retreats, starting yoga, or engaging in a lot of healing activities. That means you will go say that I need healing, give me massages, give me head massage, give me healing, give me reiki, give me all kinds of healing that you want. Very good time actually. Those who are going to Saturn Mahadasha Antardasha or Sarisati also, like even the last phase of Sarisati, you should be during this time going for a very good retreat away from this, and not only this time. Saturn is going to be here for a long time. Like, it is going to go again retrograde. It is going to go to what we say Purva also. Then it will come to Uttara again. So Purva Bhadrapada, then again come to Uttara Bhadrapada. So there is going to be a lot of time for you to think about going somewhere, taking a time off. Those people who are working for 15, 16, 17 years continuously, now also it's a time to just take a small break and retreat yourself. That's what this time is, to go away from the world to recharge. Now there can be some challenges as well. So these are all the good things where you are, going, working on your side, recharging and whatnot, getting foreign settlement. Expenses is going to become very slow and very less. So we are very good in that area. Now, hidden fears or anxieties can come to surface. You maybe start feeling, but see what happens is when planet is transiting into a sign, the results are very, very quick. But when planet is getting into nakshatra, the result starts as soon as the planet enters into a nakshatra. So it's not like before it enters into this from Purva Bhadrapada to Uttara Bhadrapada, you will only start seeing results after 27th of April only. So here you may feel anxiety, because 12th house is fear, anxiety sometimes, and also feel very isolation also is good. In some cases people like isolation, but some cases people will say that isolation is one thing, but we are completely emotionally also distant from other people. But these movements can lead to great internal growth. Baba Bulesha, very big poet from old Pakistan or old area related to the Middle East. He said khali haath aaye the, khali haath jayenge. That means we came empty handed, we'll go empty handed. No one comes with us, no one goes with us. We all come alone, we all go alone. Where do we come from? No one knows. Where do we go? No one knows. So it is better to just live your life, and every minute take that name of someone, or that universe, someone, that energy in the universe who's governing everything here. That's what this period is about. It's about spiritual surrender. Also, one good thing here is that two important things. Those people who are going through any kind of eye trouble, their trouble can increase. Okay, but you will get a solution also for getting rid of that problem for a permanent time. Second problem, not problem, but second opportunity. Expenses are controlled, I told you in the beginning, but there can be some expenses that can be related to foreign travel or sudden travels. So keep little bit of money safe, like somewhere, like little bit of travel money, maybe if I tell in dollars, $3,000-4,000 in separate areas, so that you can just suddenly there can be some travel because of health reasons of some other person also, or maybe suddenly you may need some medical assistance, so you may have to go into, you may have a little bit of saved money. So that's what is required in this scenario. Otherwise, it's a beautiful transit for spiritual transformation. Okay, all the best, have a great time, do subscribe, hope that you're doing very well. And those who are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe and comment below and let us know that is this kind of feeling going on and on in your life, or how is it happening, how are things working for you. Okay, all the best. Taurus ascendant and Taurus rising. Now here, if you look, Saturn is a yoga karka for you, and this nakshatra falls in the 11th house of gains for you. So, but the sign is Pisces. Here, the nature of Saturn in the 11th house is a very different nature, especially when it comes to this nakshatra. The 12th house, the 11th house is about, friendships, network, aspirations, wishes, hopes, elder siblings. Now, here, you will be getting into a very disciplined approach. Your social attraction will be more disciplined, more appointment based, and also there can be possibility very compassionate approach you will start putting in the outside world. It is a time of judgment. Whenever we talk about the Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, it is ruled by the deity which is about judgment. It has two faces. It will show you that, okay, this is one thing, this is one thing. Which one you want to choose? This is light and this is darkness. This is a time that you will also get to know that who are your real friends, who are, you know, who are the people who are helping you in fulfilling that goal that you have decided or that you have kept, and who are the people who are not actually working in your favor. You may experience a lot of delays or lessons in how you approach your goals and who you associate with. So this is a time of choosing. Whenever this period comes, you have to choose that, okay, this is where I choose my right, this is where I choose right or wrong, or right people or wrong people in the social circle. Saturn is a very choosy planet, by the way, so you don't have to worry. It is cold, so there can be a lot of isolation that can happen in your social circle. That is a challenge here. We'll talk about it. But right now, effect on personality will also be happening. You'll be more selective about the friends you keep and the groups you join, the kind of humanitarian work, the kind of social work that you're involved into, or maybe there can be a lot of disconnect from people that you will see that, okay, this is not exactly going according to my scenario. So there will be a lot of things like this. In fact, on the other hand, those people who do not fall under the value system that you are, actually how you are raised. Rohit, I give you some a small example. I was working with one of a very big organizations who worship Krishna. Everyone can know. Once I started working with them, and there was a very big event in India that happened. I saw the real face, man, after demonetization, what kind of money they put from here to there and whatnot. So I had a different feeling about the whole organization, that it is so good and it is, like, like very, very precise. But when wrong things started happening, then I said, oh my God, what the hell is happening? So what happens is that in such scenarios also, you will start understanding that what is the philanthropic work that you want to do. And is this organization which you are with is in the right mindset or no? Saturn will ask you, or always Saturn's nature is to you to be very patient, persistent, and practical with your long term goals. Rather than fanatic or working very impulsively, it is to go slow. This sign which is deep, very deep. This is also a sign of a lot of gains. So monetary wise, it's a great time for gains. That is very great. And you will see that precise and what kind of, you know, what is, how do I say? That if you put a bet on something, there are two things, right? Either it goes right or either it goes wrong. Oh, what happened? Anyways, you put a bet, so either something goes wrong, something goes right. This is the time that you will get middle grounds. That means neither wrong, neither bad. It will be on the middle ground. So you are supposed to gain also during this time, and that game will come from social circles. Now, challenges, because Saturn is a very cold planet. This nakshatra is ruled by Saturn only. Ahir is also in very depth. This is the time that you may face some isolation in your social life with fewer but very meaningful friendships, very meaningful people who will actually help you achieve greatness. Your long term goals may progress very slowly, but they will manifest with consistent effort and they will manifest the right way it is supposed to be. So don't take this transit very lightly in this nakshatra. If you see the basic essence of this nakshatra, it is about going to the depth and finding gold. How mining is happened, Rohitji? Mining, if gold was on the surface of the earth, then to sabke paas everyone would have gold, right? It is in the depths. Same way, when you want to go and get gold, you have to go into the deep. And this deep is in the area related to your hopes, aspirations, wishes, social circle, friends, friendships, mentorships. Understand that, okay, how deep I need to go, how deep I need to find my way. But it's a great time for gains, like super time for gains from your past actions also, like ending few things where you said that, okay, now gains, sometimes it cutting down of losses also. So this means this is a time of cutting down of losses also. So amazing time, make the most of it. Very beautiful transit. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments that you can use. The course is starting, advanced astrology course. There also you can join. And all the best. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, you're awesome, guys. Gemini ascendant. When we talk at Gemini ascendant, Saturn is going to be transiting into the Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. The nakshatra that is ruled by Ahirbudnya. The nakshatra that is also very in the depth, and this is happening in the 10th house for you. So at 3 degrees 20 minutes, this nakshatra starts. And this is the nakshatra which will take you in lot of depth. Now what happens? The 10th house that represents your career, social status, authority, power, profession, fame, sometimes wealth also, ego, anger. These are the area where Saturn is a very slow, very, very nice, very, very relaxed planet. But here it asks for something, and that ask is asking for commitment. To make sure that anger turns into emotional maturity. You have to turn your anger into some different way, emotional maturity. A shift toward more compassionate leadership style. Rather than being angry, you have to be compassionate, you'll be empathetic. That's how. Many people will get leadership positions here. Many people. Extremely many people who are Gemini ascendant will go towards hierarchy in their workplace. What are we looking for? Whenever I do appointments, Rohitji, people ask that, okay, can you tell me in 5 years, how do you see my career progress? This is that time to Saturn is a slow moving planet. For 2.5 years, it has come here. Now it will be here. It will be also going to Revati Nakshatra next year. So, it is going to be continuously moving forward. There may be periods where Saturn is retrograde. You have to redo things. Again, it will become direct. So many good things and difficult things also. Saturn is not always great. Some difficulties also there, but here it is putting you into the spotlight. Your career, your decisions, your goals, your maturity, your your approach in your career area is putting into spotlight. And now there will be always two choices that you will have, either to behave in a wrong way or in a right way. And this is the nature of this nakshatra also, duality. Yeah, you honestly, obviously, everyone will choose the right way only, but some people amongst us only can choose the wrong way also. We don't want to choose the wrong way. That is the first thing that we will do. Okay, important. You have to learn during this time that empathy or using your power in the right manner is important. This is also the nakshatra that is related to gossip also, some deep dark humor also that you have for someone else, somewhere you're gossiping or creating some problem for other people. So this is a very, what you say, very important nakshatra when we come into Saturn owning this nakshatra, entering into this nakshatra. Your personality will also be affected. You may be more focused on building a very stable foundation for your future. So that means future planning also will be done here. And I told you that because of the nakshatra, the nature of this nakshatra, it is a very nakshatra of more responsibilities. And that is why your professional life may require you to take more responsibilities. It will also bring fulfillment through hard work and perseverance. So that means you will be able to justify that responsibility also. If you're getting a promotion, you'll be able to justify that promotion also. Only problem is that because it is Saturn is isolated, isolated planet. It's a very cold planet. It becomes very slow. So you will encounter obstacles or slow progress in your career. Career means not promotion, I'm saying. In overall your career, after promotion also, there will be like a little bit of slow. Because these delays are meant to teach you patience, discipline, empathy. Because this is a nakshatra of great responsibilities. This time, your work responsibilities will become more heavier than your personal home duties, which is where it can create a little bit of challenge in your life. Because see, the aspect of Saturn are not changing. It is on the 12th house of losses. It is on the 4th house of your family life. It is in the 7th house of your spouse. So there is going to be a lot of responsibilities in the workplace, which can lead to ignorance in these areas, which can create panic kind of situations. So I would suggest Try to be more balanced. You could feel overburdened, but work life balance is important. So somewhere you have to put effort yourself to keep family also in the spotlight. But great time for more responsibility. And those people who are looking for a job, this is a dual nakshatra, so they will find a job like this as soon as Saturn enters into this nakshatra, because responsibility is coming, and that responsibility will come from working only. So all the best. Have a great time. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments as well, and do subscribe. Here we are doing 10-week long now astrology course, advanced astrology. So starts on 14th of June 2025, every Saturday and Sunday. I will be stopping the basic course. Those who want to do basic course, I can just give them recordings and they can watch, and then they can join advanced astrology course if they want, or however they want to take it forward. Those, I think many people know basics of astrology. That's why we are getting into very advanced astrology. Talking about Dagda Rashis, talking about so many different areas of life, Arudha Lagna, Dagda Rashis, getting into nakshatra analysis, very deep nakshatra analysis, Rashi Parivartan Yoga, and all this advanced Gulika, Mandi, their placements, their effects, lot of great things. And also a deep dive into medical astrology, which is very important for everyone, because life has 10,000 problems, but if health problem comes, then life has only one problem, health problem. Otherwise there are 10,000 problems in life, work, this, that, but health problem, that's why health astrology is the most important here. All the best. You can put your inquiry. There's a link in the description for WhatsApp. You can ask here. Cancer ascendant. Now, when we talk about Cancer ascendant, the nature of Saturn in the ninth house, where it is transiting, and it has come to Pisces, so it is in great transit, no problem. Ninth house is also a very good house. Saturn is kind of a maraka here, and Saturn is not that great planet, but here ninth house is a very good house. This is the place where the nakshatra also falls. Uttara Bhadrapada. Now, when we talk about this nakshatra, what happens that ninth house, first let's learn the essence of the ninth house. It governs higher learning, philosophy, spirituality, father, relationships with mentors, gurus, and everything. Also, it is about exploring different cultures, long distance travel, spiritual exploration, learning philosophy, and learning religion also is all seen from the ninth house. This is the time that long distance travel can happen, and that long distance travel can be more often for an exploration. When you go for an exploration, you can be coming into a scenario which is two faced, very good, very bad. So this means pros and cons. Now you will be in the spotlight to decide that if this you have to go this way where the pros are very higher, or this way where the cons are very higher. Your spiritual, your philosophical beliefs will now be challenged, or there can be scenarios where you have to choose whether to go this way or that way, whether to agree on this or whether to believe in this. So two things will be in front of you. You may feel called to refine your worldview and deepen your connection to higher self through study or travel. So this is the time of exploration, mostly exploring your. Sometimes in this house, inner fear is also there. Fear of learning is a very big fear, which I also had in the beginning. These books which I am having in my hand, Rohiji, right now, I couldn't even read one page earlier. That was how I was. And now I would take a book, and within like 3-4 hours, the book is complete. So in this scenario, you will also explore the greed for learning, the greedy nature of exploring something, some knowledge. That's what you will see. Those people who are doing higher learning, those people who are thinking to go for a foreign country for higher learning, out of that place they will get two different opportunities. That's what this time really speaks about. See, in personality area, you can expect a very more and serious and responsible attitude towards your education, spiritual pursuits, towards your gurus, towards mentors. Very seriously, you will listen in that area. And you may seek guidance from older, wiser individuals and undertake long-term study that expands your consciousness. So it's not a very small transit. It is a transit that will change your life in many, many ways. A drop, 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 the ocean is created. Same way, a drop, 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 drop of this transit is going to create a lot of great things and great opportunities for, more conscious living. While Saturn is a planet of delays, this time travel plans or maybe your education plans can have some delays, but there is no denial. So there is going to be happening, but delays can happen. So it will not give as smooth as discussed or decided. You may experience limitations in your worldview that force you to confront deep questions of faith and purpose. So overall, this time is excellent time to explore spirituality, but also a time where you will be challenged yourself only, that should I believe this, or is everything stupidity? That's what you will be thinking about it. One person I know, Cancer ascendant, he asked me, not because of this, just the placement is only Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. He asked me ki ye sab sachi mein everything is exist na, astrology, everything, or are we just living in this superficial world? So such kind of questions will come to your mind, that I don't believe in God, this, that, and nothing happens. Three, there are three reasons why people come in astrology. One is agony, one is curiosity, and one is destruction. When you're destroyed now, you run here and there, that okay, I need to find God, this, that, whatnot. Everyone, this approach happens, or other people like us, Rohitji, for childhood only astrology we have been taught. That is different. But some people come because of mostly 99% of people come in astrology only because they're seeking some answers for their miserable life. That's why people come into astrology or learn astrology, or go to astrologers, always some kind of things. But this is an opportunity that you're getting to forget all this and start learning yourself, and not going to other people, but learning the true meaning and asking yourself deep questions of faith and purpose. That's what I suggest. Long distance travel will happen on the overall level. When we talk about material levels, it's great time for money, great times for wealth. No problem with wealth. It is going into the depth. So more knowledge you will get in the next wherever, till the time it is in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. More knowledge, more wealth. Okay. All the best. Have a great time. Do subscribe, and the classes are starting. The advanced astrology. Do join them. Or WhatsApp link. You can ask for the syllabus. Leo rising and Leo ascendant. When we go to the Saturn transiting into this nakshatra, the 8th house is where this nakshatra exists, and 8th house governs transformation, shared resources, and deep psychological processes, inheritance, in-laws, fear, addiction. Everything is seen by the 8th house. Now, if you see this time, Saturn influence in Pisces here will bring period of emotional and financial transformations. So finances are going to be excellent during this time. Excellent means amazing during this time. If you have been struggling for a very, very long time, hidden resources are going to help you. God knows how. I know why, because Viprit Raja Yoga, trouble in the beginning, happiness in the end. And this nakshatra will come and give you some great opportunity to either manifest anything that has to do with maybe insurance money, manifest something that is coming from your in-laws, something like a lottery, some great thing is coming. Now, when we go to the more depth other than material aspects, this can be a time of healing deep-seated wounds, letting go of limiting patterns, and becoming more mature emotionally. Many people, Rohit ji, sorry, I just wanted to relax. Back both hurt, like back is hurting. Mars is debilitated, na, that's why. Many people I have seen and I talk to, always crying. Nothing good is happening, always problem, problem, problem. There can be problems in life. There will be problems in life. But no one is having gratitude for what they already have. And this is the time to be, getting that, ending that cycle and completely turning or completely challenging yourself to now only speak positive. Whatever you will speak, you will manifest. Speak positive. Speak always that I'm happy, I'm blessed, I'm happy, I'm blessed, I'm happy, I'm blessed. That is what is required during this time. And this Saturn, it's an intense placement of Saturn, sixth house lord in the eighth house. Sometimes it removes long term illnesses or surfaces long term illnesses. You have long term illness that comes on surface, starts medication, starts a lot of things, protects you, builds your longevity, make sure that your fear goes away, your addiction problem goes away. This is exactly what Saturn is going to do in this nakshatra. Ending dual phase, the phase that you had, which was completely stagnant, wounded, bad. Now you will move to a complete recovery now here. Your personality will undergo profound inner changes that affect how you view power, control, and intimacy. You will want to see that how you respect other people also. Your relationship with shared resources, that is inheritance, tax, joint finances, may become more structured and require you to take more responsibility. In fact, this is the time that good money management has to be done, because this next 2.5 years you're going to make great money because of the aspect of Saturn. Seventh aspect on the second house, you're going to make good money. Rahu coming to this own sign in the seventh house. Those who are entering into partnership is going to be making great money during this time. Such a beautiful time. Now, this period, Saturn is a challenging planet, can also bring challenges here, Rohitji. So we have to also never overlook challenges. Financial and emotional burdens can be there. There can be more responsibilities, and you may have to confront them with courage. Overall, I have seen, Rohitji, in the nakshatra. Sometimes it is about, you know, if you see, sometimes this is about, it will push you to the fear area that will keep you in. I'll tell you a small story, Roji, then everyone will understand what I'm trying to say. Because I can do very good storytelling. I feel that. I don't know. People can give me the ghatiya story, bad story, but I can say. I was traveling from India to, India to South Africa first time. A first ever trip was India to South Africa. I never ever sat in a plane, and I was 20, 19, 20-year old. I was not fortunate like my daughters who were not even 3 months old and they were in the plane. But yeah, I was first time I was going. I had a lot of phobia of claustrophobicness, like claustrophobic. I will die. What if air does not come? I did not have fear of falling. I just have claustrophobicness. I sat first time, and I don't know what happened. They said put the seat belt, this, that, and plane started, and I panicked and I got up and I was like, no, 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 no. I want to go away out of the plane. The air hostess, sir, please sit down. It was Emirates. Sir, please sit down, sit down, sit down. And I don't know, I want to go. I will die, this, that. And she's like, sir, sit down. Plane did not even take off, and I was panicking. Everyone was looking at me. That what this I was young, right? 19 years old. Like what the hell this guy is doing? But Rohitji, that time actually transformed my fear because of that panic situation, because I expressed my panic also. Otherwise, what would have happened? I would just sit down, say, oh my God, what do I do? I panic, I express. People came to help me. They said, don't, no, don't worry. I said, I'm not worried about plane falling down. I'm worried about my oxygen is not coming. I feel that I cannot breathe. In this situation also, if there is any emotional burden, you may confront that. It is not to hide it. It is that time to actually bring it forward. There are two faces everyone has. One faces of fear, one is that to overcome that fear. It is just one small effort that you need to put right now to overcome any fear that you are having right now. That fear can be losing a job, that fear can be talking to your senior, that fear can be confronting someone to tell them that you're you ruined my life. Someone in intimate area, someone in anything that has to do with you know addiction. You have to confront that I am addicted, I want help. That this is the time that you say that I want help, and see how your life transforms. It is more on a very, very intense level that this transit, and this nakshatra is very intense. It is a nakshatra of ending old patterns and beginning new patterns. So Saturn is still not giving you that result that it is supposed to give you in Pisces. Why Pisces is called about endings? Because Revati Nakshatra, nurturing. So this nakshatra is about Rohitji. This nakshatra, before this nakshatra, the nakshatra of Rahu, Purva Bhadrapada, sorry, nakshatra of Jupiter is about wisdom. This is the time to surrender. And then Revati Nakshatra is about nurturing. This is how the whole nakshatra system is now created in the sign of Pisces. But time to push and face your fears and ask for help. On a very intense level, I'm talking. Those on the material level, if you want to listen, great time for money, good time for, your intimacy, good time for, what you say, uh, property, getting some kind of inheritance. Good time for that. But on an intense level, this is a very great time. Okay. All the best, guys. Do subscribe. Also, there's new classes starting, that is advanced astrology classes. So join that also. Everything is in the link below. You can ask Samantha. Virgo ascendant. Now, when we talk about Virgo ascendant, first let's go to the placement of Saturn in the seventh house that governs relationships, marriage, business partnerships, any kind of thing that has to do with your happiness, joy that get from marriage, from your general life also, anything that is also related to your victory in court cases or any kind of winning. It is also about pada prapati, that means getting more designation in life. This is what this seventh house is all about. Here, Saturn in Pisces. Okay, so there is one layer that Saturn is entered into Pisces. Second layer is that Saturn is now entering into the nakshatra of Uttara Bhadrapada. The nakshatra is a very deep nakshatra. It is not on level surface nakshatra. It's a deep nakshatra which will require you to adopt more realistic, disciplined approach. You may face challenges in your partnerships this time. Lot of challenges which requires patience, effort, and emotional maturity to overcome them, because this is the time that dual, people who with dual face will come on surface and you will say, what the hell, man, I thought you were a good man but you were a bad person. But this has to be handled with a lot of emotional maturity, because sometimes in these cases, if other person is more powerful, losses will happen to you. Saturn's presence here could encourage a deeper level of commitment in your partnerships. So commitment also means responsibility of not doing something stupid and confronting, your wife, your husband, your business partner, your children, your family, any partnership that you do in this life. You should not, act with impulsiveness. You might seek more stability in your personal life, feel a sense of duty towards a partner. You will see that more duty, more responsibility, more depth. You will also see the caring nature of your partner. You will see that, okay, I was just making up stories in my mind. My partner is such a beautiful person. They actually devote their life towards us. But on the other hand, also emotional complexities that you have in your life, that sometimes people don't give each other value, that also will come on surface and you will have to work towards it. Sometimes in many cases, who's going to Saturn Mahadasha and Jupiter Antardasha, by example, for example, I'm giving, not for everyone, but for Saturn Mahadasha, Jupiter Antardasha, this is going to be more intense, because your relationship may feel more burdened, more restricted. Somewhere you will say that I cannot make a decision. Issues of loyalty, trust may also surface, because this nakshatra is very deep. You can go into the deep and get things out from there. In some cases, many people have to take harsh decision also, that you may have to let go of unhealthy attachments and learn to communicate better with partners. Or sometimes, sorry to say, but in such cases, when it enters into this nakshatra, this is also the nakshatra that is related to divorce. Sorry to say, but this is what it is. It is ending of old cycles, beginning of new cycles. Some cases, if you are running for divorce and stuff like that, separation can happen. Depending on, Saturn is a planet of separative tendency. Saturn is a planet of isolation. Saturn is a planet of loneliness. Here it comes to the seventh house. It can imply these factors. If you're going through the Mahadasha of Saturn, Antardasha of Saturn, Pratyantra of Saturn, Sukshma of Saturn, Prana of Saturn, or Pala of Saturn, After prana, there is paladasha also. Paladasha means right now what happened. That's what is paladasha. So important time, take this time very lightly, very nicely. On the material side, great time for money, getting money from partnerships, great time for investing into real estate in a foreign country, great time for also traveling to foreign country for education or self skill development, great time to get into PhDs or research oriented work, great time to get married. Ending of a cycle of single and getting into commitment is also what this signals. But overall, mediocre time, like 50-50. It all depends on your actions. It does not depend on the planet will, energy will be there. No, you go in fire or you go in cool energy, it is up to you. Would suggest to be chilled out, relaxed, don't overreact, don't try to be very aggressive. Saturn's dasha, Saturn is the planet getting into Saturn nakshatra only. Just chill and let slowly things happen on its own. Okay, all the best. Do subscribe. There's a WhatsApp link in the description. And those who are watching the video for the first time, there is going to be astrology, advanced astrology classes that we are starting. So all the details are given. So we'll see you there. Here, 10-week long advanced astrology starts 14th of June 2025. Every Saturday and Sunday. Okay, it is going to be Mountain Standard Time. So you can discuss every time this, that, whatnot with Samantha. All the best. Libra ascendant. So when we look at Libra ascendant, one of the best ascendants in the world, I know everyone is waiting to hear this, but I have to say every time I come. Here, Saturn is a Yoga Karaka, and right now in the 6th house in a Dushtana, 4th, 5th house lord in the 6th house can create some kind of health problem, sometimes to mother or children, but otherwise, let's talk about in detail what this Nakshatra Uttara Bhadrapada will do for everyone. Now, 6th house deals with work, service, health, daily routines, debts, enemies, those who are very, very jealous from you, all 6th house people. Now, it will encourage you to work diligently on your health, job, and daily habits. There is going to be a lot of so recently when I was going through medical astrology, essentials of medical astrology, I saw that 6th house Rohit is also related to your evil nature. It's not only enemies. Sometimes you are an enemy to other person. Deliberately you become an enemy. That okay, sir, isko to main sabak sikhaunga. That kind of enemy that I will show him, teach him a lesson. And you go to every extent to become wrong, to do wrong deeds also. So this time, try to, be very careful. Don't try to be pain in other people's life. Withdraw from it. I'm telling you, it is a time of forgiveness. Forgive other people, move forward, move on. If the crime is forgivable, forgive. If the crime cannot be forgiven, you cannot do this, you have to have justice, then please go for it, because Saturn believes in justice and this is the sign of justice, so you will get justice. There is also possibility there may be a lot of need in the health area to confront health issues, because Saturn has come to this house, and whenever Saturn goes to any house, it brings the problems of that house to surface. Libra ascendant people might be feeling a little bit of challenge in their health, or may have found some kind of health problems if they are going to Saturn Mahadasha, Antardasha, Prana, Sukshma, any Pratyantar, anything. You will have seen that some kind of problem is coming, health problem, so I need to take care of this. Please take care of this. Work related stress, this is the workplace area. Work related stress or feeling of being overwhelmed with your responsibilities, that every burden is on myself. This is where you will find relief also. You'll be able to now delegate work to other people. This another good news is that means a hierarchy. Getting promotion is also happening, because if you are putting work on other people's head, that means somewhere you will be coming in more power, because Saturn in this situation will help you develop more strong sense of discipline when it comes to health and work. Both the places, many people, Libra ascendant, you can write down and say that by you must have decided by next month onwards, I'm starting yoga, I'm starting meditation, I'm starting this, I'm starting new health routines, healthy routines. Much transformation is happening in your habits because of this transit of Saturn. You may become more focused on maintaining routines and addressing areas of your life that require structure. Many people have started new journals, new books, starting writing into that. Okay, this is what I need to do. Many people are making their calendars that, okay, this is how I need to be organized. So, more organization skills come to you when Saturn comes to the sixth house for Libra ascendant in this sign. And especially in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, it adds more depth to it. That means more functional, functional. It should be very smooth functioning. That's what it happens here. But this is a dual nature. Like how beautiful it is. In some cases, you are going through wrong Mahadasha or some kind of challenging Mahadasha, then you may face challenges related to work, pressure on both health problems that may require more attention, especially related to stress, feeling of frustration, burnout, completely surrender. So physical and mental being both needs to be balanced during this time, and that only you are responsible. No remedy, nothing at all. Only your pattern of behavior is the remedy for this time. Sixth house is the house that is related to enemies. You can go now to the depth of the enemy's, weakness and harm them also. But I would suggest not to do this. This is a time. This is a nakshatra of judgment. So many people who are in court cases completely very worried about when they will get judgment. Many people will get judgment when till the time Saturn in this nakshatra. And if you are on the righteous path, judgment will be in your favor. Now, this is also a very controversial statement because the defendant and both the parties think that they are only right. So now God knows who's right, conscious knows who's right, and they will win. Dual nature. Remember, if you are wrong and if you are doing something wrong, you will get consequences of it. So surrender, withdraw from it. If you are right and you want justice, you will get 100% justice. This is how this nakshatra actually works. Very good time for workplace, finding a new job, getting hierarchy, traveling to foreign countries for work related purpose, getting isolation because of travel, because of work, getting multiple travel opportunities, and that can cause stress sometimes because Saturn is aspecting your 12th as well as third house and eighth house as well. So it's all Dushtanas and Upchaya house where Saturn is putting aspect and going to make you winner in competitions during this time. So this is also great if you're going through some exams, everything. So you are going to win it. Awesome. Lovely. Libra Ascendant, love you all. All the best. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. And the new classes are starting. Advanced astrology classes starting from 14th of June, Rohitji. I start everything on 14 November, 15th, 14 March, 14 June, because 4 plus 1 is 5. It's my full number. That's why. Okay. All the best. Do subscribe, huh? 3 Libra ascendant I see right now. This girl, she did not subscribe. So we need her to subscribe. She's not doing it. I don't know why. Please subscribe. Scorpio ascendant. When we talk about Scorpio ascendant here, nature of Saturn in the fifth house, especially fifth house. Let's look at fifth house. Children, love, education, skills. Your love, your devotion, your mantra chanting, anything that has to do with, past deeds that you have done. Creativity, your creative force, your brain not on the organ level but on the intelligence level is seen from this. Okay, organ level is seen from number 1 house. Number 5 house sees the intelligence in the brain. So those people who come to appointment for autistic people, that autistic, you have to look at number 1 house, that is the number 1 house afflicted, and you have to see the fifth house also, that fifth house planet is in problem or no, or is in good position. Then you can say that, okay, in this Mahadasha it will become better, or it will never ever become better. So that is how you have to judge those people who are astrologers and watching. Anyways, now here Saturn in this area, especially in the area related to Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, the nakshatra that is transiting from 27th of April, will bring more responsible, serious approach towards creative projects. You will have more, intelligence, patience to dive deep into the depth to do some kind of research and bring out the best of yourself. Children, on the other hand, those who have been working very hard to get childbirth done, now this is a time Saturn will promote, because the Saturn will give judgment, and that judgment can be based on your destiny. And here I feel that Scorpio people, if you see this house, Jupiter is the ruler of this house and second house also. In this consideration, for Scorpio ascendant people, Jupiter is not a Maraka. By the way, this is one great insight that I got from Parashara Hora Shastra. He says that because Jupiter is the fifth house lord, a lord of a Trikona, it is not a Maraka. So here in the house of Jupiter, Saturn, who sits wherever it sits, it gives some kind of progress. Here the progress related to progeny is coming. That will also come from your own research. Those people who are thinking of adoption, absolutely this is the time that you can get into it, win that adoption. Only problem is in romantic relationship also, lot of depth will be there, but now this depth has to convert into commitment. So many people will be getting commitment in their relationships now. Fifth house is speculative gains. Speculative gains will come, and this is very great, huh? Like, don't take it on the face value. Saturn in the fifth house, which is a very pious house. Saturn is the fourth house lord in the fifth house, third house lord in the fifth house. If you see, the third house is 11th from the placement of Saturn right now. Some sudden short-term gains are also seen during this time. And on top of that, expenses related to property, buying of a property, refurnishing the refinancing the property, reconstruction of property is also seen during this time, because this house gives the results of the past house as well. And because of this nakshatra dual nature, it will give you results of both the things. In sometimes in speculative gain you'll be get very very good, but in your creativity you'll not be able to do very great. Sometimes creativity will be so great, but speculative gain will be not there. So it depends on the current mahadasha, pratyanta, sukshma, prana dasha, everything that you're going through right now to see the fruits of this fruits of this placement of Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra from 27th of April. Likely to approach creativity with a more structured mindset, perhaps focusing on practical and emotional themes as well. And those who are in romantic relationships, now you will see that you may seek a deep committed relationship. On your current relationship may go into more mature phase. Same way, everything is going into a more mature phase, because this is the nakshatra which is about judgment. Finally you will be now knowing that do I move forward or do I step back. Education is a very important part of this house. Those people who want to start their PhDs, executive MBAs, this, that, whatnot, great time, because the nakshatra is so deep. The deity of this nakshatra is in the deep, unless that you go into research, you'll not find anything this time. So best time to start any research oriented studies. The nature of Saturn is slow. The nakshatra is ruled by Saturn only. The nakshatra deity is Ahirbudnya. Here, if you go on all the areas, creative projects may feel slow and restrictive, and children might require more responsibility, attention. Maybe you'll have to spend more time with them. But this does not mean that good things are not happening. Good things will happen, but there can be a little bit delays. If you're not in the commitment mood in romantic relationship or love relationship, then you may face some judgment there also, that finally it ends. So breakup also happens in some of the areas, because this is just like regeneration. If you go and read the Pluto's nature, exactly this is the nature of Saturn in the sign of Uttara Bhadrapada. Pluto is regenerative. It ends something and it regenerates. Earthworm, Rohitji? Earthworm is ruled by Pluto. You cut an earthworm into half, it will regenerate a mouth on the other side. And it will start. They'll become two earthworms. That's how this is. You do whatever it is. You can break patterns here. You can start new patterns. You can break new patterns. You can commit on new patterns. This is what. But some change is coming in life. Patience, perseverance, and right judgment. Right judgment, honestly, you have to look from the. So there is one very great exercise that I did with my NLP coach. I am taking NLP with Brijesh, Anyone wants to take NLP coaching, let me know. I will put you towards Brijesh, very, very great NLP coach. He told me that, I got angry on something, on some event. He said, okay, now sit down, close your eyes, sit on this bed. And you were sitting on this bed right now when you were angry, right? I said, yes. He said, now move away from this bed, close your eyes, and go and look at yourself. What are you doing? He said, you're angry at the moment. I said, yes, I'm angry at the moment. He said, now you're screaming. I said, yes, I'm screaming. Now you said this word has went into the universe. I said, yes, it went. He said, now go a little bit farther and see what you're doing. I said, yes, I am having movements. He said, okay, now go farther and see what you're doing. I'm like, okay, I cannot see. I can just see myself sitting. He said, okay, go farther and see what you're doing. I said, I cannot go more farther because I cannot see myself. I'm out of this place. He said, this is the value of you in this universe. You cannot see yourself also. He said, your action that you're doing is in that aura, in that area right now. You could have saved, you controlled it. You could have take it into a different way. You could have approached it in a different manner. Always, before getting angry, close your eyes and look yourself just 2 blocks from yourself. That, okay, what the hell am I doing? Am I doing it? Is not even going to make any difference to universe. It is just making difference to your own emotional pattern. That is how this placement of Saturn getting into Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra is. It does not make a difference to the universe. It makes a difference to yourself. So make sure that take the right decision when it comes to romance, children. If you don't value your children's presence right now, later they will also not value you. Remember, just look at you. We all think that, okay, children will take care of ourselves. Look at yourselves only. You are away from your parents. How can you think that your children will take care of you? So try to put value. If you put value now, they will also put value that, okay, you know what, dad, mom, you were there with me and now it's our turn. That's how. What goes around comes around. This is what this nakshatra is all about. All the best. Sorry for the gyan. Do subscribe. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments, and the astrology classes are starting, the advanced astrology. So if you want to join, all the best. You are welcome. Again, you can ask on WhatsApp what it is all about. I am going to be teaching that class in English. Sagittarius ascendant, Saturn is in the 4th house, and 4th house are mostly things that is related to home, family, emotional foundations, anything that has to do with your real estate, anything that has to do with your vehicles, conveyances on the surface level. But in a depth level, it is home, feelings, people, property. Sometimes it also tells about us hidden money also, or the manifestation of hidden money, because it is 9th from the 8th house. So it manifests hidden money. Okay. Rohiji, one more very great thing I heard about the 8th house, and I learned about it. Parashara, I was reading Parashara Hora Shastra yesterday just to revise. And this is how every time you read, there is new story comes. The 8th house is called the very difficult house because it is the house that destroys your bhagya. It is 12th from the house of bhagya. That means it destroys the bhagya. That's why this is a very difficult house. Just for everyone's understanding. Let's come to Saturn now. Saturn placement here in this nakshatra, Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, from 27th of April 2025 is going to encourage you to focus on creating stability and structure in your home life. And especially this structure is related to a lot of new patterns, beginning of new patterns. You have to end old patterns, maybe end old, end old enmities in your house. End old conflicts in your house and begin new things. Or maybe many people will say that end peace and begin new conflicts. So it is better to just be patient when everything is going very nicely. Don't try to create something new, because this is a very dual nature. If something good is happening, it will turn to something bad. If something bad is happening, it will turn to something good. So it is better to take judgment do judgment very carefully of what you need to do right now, because this is the time that more responsibility related to family members, home, or property will require your attention, and you will be completely involved in these matters. You may feel the need to take more emotional responsibility within your family or home life. This is that, you'll say that, okay, forget about it. I will take action here. And now you have to choose wisely that how you want to, you know, either face it or throw people away from your life. Very important time, because the depths of this time will build a strong, stable foundation for the future. Saturn is all about hard work, discipline, maturity, and emotional growth. This is also the house of emotional growth, social security, emotional security. This will all come with patience only, nothing else. It may be challenging. It's not like Saturn, number one in fourth house in Kendra. Okay, second house, Maraka Lord, Maraka in the fourth house, creating sometimes health problems to mother also. So you may have to be very strong when it comes to your emotional foundation, because it may be challenging. There may be challenges that come to you, but it does not mean we'll run away. There may be problem. Just imagine those people who were in Vietnam, or not Vietnam. Where was this place where the Myanmar, where the earthquake happened, Rohiji, in Myanmar. Just imagine they were just one moment they were very good, and suddenly their house only destroyed. What can they do? There are two things they can do: either cry, keep crying, 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 or now think that what next. This is the time that we have to think what next. Emotional foundation may be challenging, but does not mean that there will be no healing, no stability, nothing can be changed. It is just a matter of your mindset. There is one book, Mindset is Everything. I read it. It is related, more. It is written for women as a woman. I read such books also, Rohiji, where it is written for women only to understand what psychological, thing that they are speaking of. Mindset is everything. They said self-worth and self-respect are two different things. People are only worried about their self-respect. No one is understanding their self-worth. And this is the time that you have to understand that your self-worth in your family is a very big deal. Surface level things will keep happening, Rohiji, all the life along. There could be a lot of sense of restriction, emotional detachment, but it will lead to long-term healing and stability only. You have to come. Saturn is a difficult planet. Understand, it is not. It does not want to give you only hardships, hardships, hardships. Saturn can create some scenarios where you are in a game, the Squid Game, and it sees that, okay, how do you achieve, or how do you tackle the situation to understand the maturity that your soul has received. That's the real definition of Saturn. Saturn puts you into difficult situation just to make sure that how much your soul is now prepared for the next journey. If it is not prepared, it will keep putting you into trouble. Like how we give an exam. If we don't pass, we have to keep giving, giving, giving. One day we pass, we say now we are in the next stage. That's what Saturn is all about. And this time, your fourth house is affected. On the material level, good time for construction or beginning of construction of house or construction of or any kind of renovation. Good time for buying a property, buying a vehicle, also buying any kind of changes on your vehicle, like changing old vehicle, getting new one, because this sign is about ending old patterns and getting into new patterns. So all the best, have a great wonderful time, and do subscribe. There's a WhatsApp link in the description, and 10-week long astrology classes is starting from 14th of June. This is tentative date, but 99% I'm going to start on this date only. Every Saturday and Sunday, it will be the study of astrology. The study of astrology is only the. See, I've written such a great quote about it. I'm proud of it. The study of astrology becomes a sacred mission when we use its insights to wipe away tears, bring smiles to weary faces, and sow seeds of joy in the heart of the suffering. Astrologers who feed you with all negative things are going to hell, or their life will become living hell right now here only. So don't believe in such people. Those people who inspire. Astrology is a science of inspiration. It can tell you where there is problems, so you can overcome those problems, and it can tell you where there is opportunity, so you can grab them as well. So don't only think negative. Astrology is not negative, it is very positive. All the best. Capricorn ascendant. This is Rohitji's ascendant. Here, when we look at the nature of Saturn and third house nature, let's look at the third house nature. The third house governs communication, siblings, short distance travel, and Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra falls into from 3 degrees here. And this is where Saturn is going to be transiting from 27th of April. What is this nakshatra? It's the end of a pattern of your communication and beginning of a new pattern. That okay, it says that okay, this was the earlier way where I was, approaching other people. Now it is a different approach. It's going to be more disciplined, serious approach on how you express yourself and communicate with others. It's an excellent time to refine your communication skills and focus on deepening connection with your immediate environment. That can be siblings, younger siblings, that can be neighbors, that can be some people who are always around you, friends, your social media, that means small social media, Instagram, Facebook. All this also seen from the third and the 11th house, by the way. Saturn is a planet of introspection. It's an introspective planet. It is very, very isolated planet. So you may feel little bit of, introspective in your communication. And you may also choose your words very carefully and after a lot of thinking, which is very good because now you are learning, showing more maturity. Anything that you are doing, writing, speaking, teaching, media, entertainment, social media, you will see that the old pattern that you were following is going to end, a new pattern is going to start. You will say that no, I will have to take a new approach here. This is what your communication skills, it is how beautiful it is for your communication skills this time. Issues with siblings, because see, Saturn sometimes you have to understand it's a malefic, right? Otherwise Parashara Rishi will never ever write such a pious planet like Saturn to be malefic or Papa Graha. Only positive news is that in Upchaya, in the third house, Saturn gives you courage, gives you a lot of lot of things to overcome problems, but also creates sorrow sometimes. Issues with siblings or short distance travel may require attention. There may be a lot of hard work that you will put in these areas or short distance travel, which may not fructify according to your imagination. You may feel sometimes misunderstood also and face communication challenges also, that okay, you know what, I'm trying to be patient, I'm trying to be, so this is the extreme. If you're going to Saturn Mahadasha Antardasha and Saturn is placed very bad in your chart, then this is where you can feel some kind of problems also. Only thing is patience. This third house says that courage with patience, and nothing is in your control also. Automatically Saturn will make you very slow. In this time brain fog happens, sometimes confusion in the brain, you don't know what is happening, what is going on. But when it comes to the positive effects of this house, your courage will be at peak. You will be taking right action at the right time. Third house is also the time, the exact time of taking action. It is very good for you recovering from any kind of any kind of big fight that happened in the past with your siblings, with your neighbors, with your immediate environment area. It is also the time that you go into your hobby full time. It is a time to end old patterns and begin new patterns. Everything that is related to third house, Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, is ending Purana, getting into do. Sometimes it is dual faced also. Like here, you may be very nice at a point of time and very angry at a point of time. This kind, and at the same time only. So here, you're being very nice on a chat and somewhere you're screaming on someone. This kind of nature also shows, this kind of Saturn placed into Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. So all the best, make the most of it. There's a WhatsApp link in the description and new classes, astrology for advanced astrology starting. So make sure that you are a part of it. When we go into Aquarius ascendant, here, nature of Saturn, like let's look at the second house first. Money, wealth, possessions, self-worth. What is what you have? How much you have in your hand, how much you have in your bank account is seen here. How much you spiritual wealth, how much spiritual knowledge, how much accumulated wealth of gold, silver, money you have, all seen from the second house. Now, as you know, Saturn has come to the second house, and many people are very in much relief also because Saturn has come here. Finally, it can be a period that a lot of financial discipline and responsibility has come on your mind, and this time Saturn entering into Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra on 27th of April will add another layer to it. The pattern that you are going on of saving money will change now. There can be new patterns that develop. You may feel a deep need to secure your financial future. So this is a little bit of insecure Saturn in its own nakshatra, in the, because it is always depth, 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 depth. So you, for every decision that you want to make, you will be going into deep, deep research, deep research, deep research, and sometimes that can delay your decision making capability. Long term planning is still required, financial intelligence and financial education is still required, but more than that, this is the time to, you know, actually, this transit where Saturn is going into this nakshatra, Uttara Bhadrapada, it is a nakshatra of surrender also, so, or judgment also. It will help you reassess your values and approach to material possessions, that you will see that, okay, are these material possessions only important in my life, or should I get into more of family values as well? More of expression, like expressing yourself, that, okay, or acceptance, that, okay, I am this kind of a material person, but I want to evolve and I want to become a family oriented person as well. So dual nature, money wise also, you will be thinking money will be in your mind, and on top of that, family values will also be on your mind. So this nakshatra is dual nakshatra, it has two faces. With family, this is also the area that is ruled by, this is ruled for your self respect, or how people look at you, what is your existing status in the society. You will feel a very stronger, responsibility towards this self-respect thing also, that, I need to make sure that my self-respect or self-worth is at the peak right now. People should look at me with as a complete whole. That is what you will feel. Monetary wise, this is great time, money is coming to you. All the past things that you have done, all the patterns that you were following, now it is ending, and new patterns will give you great money, great income, great wealth accumulation. Very good. Slowly, in the next 2.5 years, you will see that things are becoming very much positive for you. But in this nakshatra especially, it is sometimes, this nakshatra is sometimes a little bit destructive also. It can also make you surrender a lot of money, that you will say, let me do charity, let me do big charities, let me do this. So you can get carried away also during this time. Good if you're doing for good deeds, but try to be in, balance. Financial constraints, if you're going through a very bad mahadasha, Sadesati, second phase of Sadesati, then financial constraints or challenges may arise. But they are the opportunities for you to become more disciplined and practical in managing resources, so that you don't make this mistake which you made now another time. That's how this time is for you. Okay. All the best. Have a great, wonderful transit. Second house, Saturn. Just be very controlled on your mouth. Speaking, you can sometimes hear, because of your speaking, old patterns can also end and new patterns can be. That means old relationships can end and new relationships can begin. And that relationship does not have good or bad. It can be hatred also and love also. All the best, have a great time. Don't make any hasty decisions in monetary areas, and otherwise, beautiful transit in terms of gaining wealth, gaining spiritual, emotional, every wealth. All the best. Pisces ascendant, when we talk about Pisces here, Saturn is in the ascendant right now, so you are completely in so much of control of Saturn, in discipline, in anything that has to do with things will become a little bit slow, but by God's grace, Saturn is very positive in this ascendant, in this rising sign. Now, when we look at first house, it governs yourself, your appearance, your personality, and Saturn's placement in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, which is where it is transiting after a very long time, on 27th of April, will add more and more value to this. Serious, very disciplined approach, ending old patterns, getting into new patterns, starting gym, starting some kind of, eating dietary activities. Your mind, your attitude, everything will have a reset button during this time. Now, some problem which many people can see as a problem, many people can see as an opportunity. This is a time of isolation, more introspective behavior, and that focused will be more, the focus will be more on personal growth and self improvement. This transit also will encourage you to adopt more responsible and mature outlook on life, like not only your physical outlook but also life, all aspects of life, wealth, health, relationships, your communication, your career, every area it will try to give you. You'll try to create balance in your life, and also end lot of patterns of your past doings, and enter into a new pattern life. New, and if you're going through Saturn Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantar, Sukshma, Prana, you will see it happening in front of, like you will be feeling that happening right now. You may also feel the need to confront aspects of personality that, okay, you have to come to your saying that, okay, yes, I am not disciplined, I am a bad person, I am this person. You have to confront yourself to change. Personal growth and self improvement will come from realization, and sometimes you have to realize that we are not good. I, for example, Rohiji, I realized that I am not a good person, I cannot follow a routine, this that, but now I have made myself rigid, that no, I will follow a routine whatever happens every day from last 1 month. Is it seventh today? Yeah, seventh. 1 month. I have not eaten rice and roti, like rice and wheat, because of my health problems. Everyone in my family, oh, sometimes eat, nothing happens. I said, no, it is a routine. When it's a routine, I will not change it. Until the time I'm good, I'm well. When I'm okay, when everything is good, then I will start again. So this is that time where you have to come to a conclusion that okay, okay, no, there is something wrong. We need to work on it. This transit will also, you may also, we can also say that, Rohiji, in some scenarios in career also, you may say that this is not exactly what I'm loving, I want to move away from this. That kind of thing also may come to your mind, but beware. Saturn is a planet. If you leave your career yourself in all this emotional drama, you will say you will not get a job very soon because Saturn will delay everything. So not a good time to change or switch careers. Good time to realize that this is not right and start looking for some, but not a good time to, okay, throw away everything and go, because the 10th aspect of Saturn is going on the 10th house. Saturn is a very introspective planet. It is sitting in the first house where it is about your internal side. And here what happens is that you may feel a lot of burdened, you may feel restricted in expressing yourself during this transit. But these challenges will help you build resilience, and your maturity will come. A maturity is extremely important in this scenario when Saturn enters into Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, because this nakshatra is not a normal nakshatra. It is a nakshatra that is ruled by Saturn only, and the deity of this nakshatra is living in the deep waters. And under deep waters is what? Shipwreck, anything that has to do with wealth. Mostly the 70% of earth is covered into water only. The more gold on earth is more than that is in water, and that serpent is living there guarding all that wealth, and that wealth can also be measured with knowledge. This is the time to get more knowledge. Your attitude has to change. Your attitude of finishing old patterns and beginning new patterns should begin. Overall, a time of self realization, because this is the time, high time, if you are not changing right now, it is a time of change. On the material level, Saturn is putting an aspect on the third house. A lot of short distance travel will happen, and also some pattern of, sometimes sitting at home isolated. You will get isolated now in foreign countries also. That is also possibility. Not in home. You'll be ejected from home. More isolation in foreign countries. Relationship wise also, you may be in a relationship, but you may not feel connected. You may feel very separate. That would, like, expression is important this time. Try to express yourself. This is what my problem is, and I'm expressing it here so that you can find a solution. That's the major part of this whole transit. Okay, all the best, have a great time, do subscribe, and 10-week long advanced astrology class starts on 14th of June 2025, every Saturday and Sunday. All the best, everyone. Join. Those who will want inquire, they can inquire on WhatsApp. It's a link below, and we will share the syllabus with you. All the best, Rohitji. Thank you so much. Have a great time. And thank you, Saturn, Shani Dev. Please be very kind to everyone. Help everyone. Grow. Have fun. Thank you, Rohitji.
Thank you, Akashji. 27th April, not very far away, but very detailed video you made, because Saturn, transit in any sign or nakshatra for a longer period. So this is how you can go for a new beginnings and the new chapters. So thank you very much for the detailed analysis and for the classes and for the consultations as well. You can contact on this number and you will have all the details you want. Thank you very much to all the family members, and thank you, Akashji. Thank you very much. We'll meet you in some next video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram. Jai
राम जय
Hind, Jai Mata,
हनुमान जय माता दी
Namaskar,
जय
Jai Hind,
ओम नमः
Jai
शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय